Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Train Sim World 6. Today we're playing the Diversion scenario where we'll be driving this ICE service missing the normally scheduled Dresden Neustadt and been routed through Friedrichstadt, that's the one, to miss the closed lines. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the way, isn't it? Right, we're going to get this thing set up. We're driving the ICET. There we go, right, open left. There we go. We'll bob the RFB on as well. Beautiful system that. It essentially is a cruise control. There you go. So we'll pop that at 80 kilometers because that's what we can do coming out of here. We're going to load the passengers at wherever we are now. At a place. Where are we actually driving from and to? I don't think it's told us. We're at Reise. Oh, so is this? Hang on. Let's have a look on the old map here. Is this the yard that I drove the thing to? Yes, we drove the in the last episode. We drove the shunter here. Right, okay. Right, let's get those doors locked. We've got some headlights on. Yeah, dimmed high beams. That'll do. And I think we're pretty much ready for departure. So yeah, this is the first time I've driven the ICE on this particular Train Sim World. What's the word? This iteration of Train Sim World. I've not actually done much of the German route yet. All I've done.
Herzlich willkommen im Zug ICE 1651 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
I mean, that is fantastic. I love the announcements. You can, I mean, they're automated, but like it sounds a little bit automated, but obviously. It's meant to sound like a proper person. I think that's fantastic. I'd forgotten that obviously the announcements will be in the UK version, but obviously they'll be on this as well. Give the talent to a little wave there. I'll change the RFB, 120 kilometers an hour. So yeah, we are on Diversion today. So if we have a little look on the old map, we're going to be driving down here, and I'm assuming we usually come around this top line here. And down and in, whereas today we're going to be coming down here, so we might actually get stuck in a bit of traffic. You never know. Are we actually... Oh, we're heading up this line now. Right, okay, so we drove down this line before, if you remember. It'd be good to get up to some speed, won't it? So, yeah, this is a BR411 ICET. This is the only type of train on the German network that'll actually tilt. It's a tilting train. However, despite the fact that it can tilt, it's actually the slowest of the ICE family of trains that can only do 230 kilometers an hour, which compared to the other ones that can do over 300 kilometers an hour in some instances, yeah, it's quite slow. But I guess that they'll use them on the routes. You know, they probably won't chuck this down a 300 kilometer an hour route, will they? You know, it would make sense. But they were built in two production runs, 2000 and the other one in 2004. Give our colleague on the talent another wave there. Hello. Yeah, I mean, I have actually been on one of these when a couple of years ago when me and my well, no longer my other half now, but when me and my other half at the time went from Berlin through to Hamburg. We went to Miniature Wonderland. We actually went out on one of these ICET trains, and I was very excited because I'd never been on one. It turns out they're very, very similar to all the other ICE trains inside. They lack the character, I think, that you get, because we came back on a České dráhy local and coaches. There was a lot more character on those, because obviously it was a lot older. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, still a beautiful train. Thoroughly enjoyed the journey. Comfortable, relaxing. I mean, we just sat in the restaurant car and drunk copious amounts of coffee, to be honest with you. It was quite early in the morning we went across. Yeah, Miniature Wonderland, absolutely fantastic. Really, really good day out. I can recommend that. We'll bob the wiper on because the weather's looking a bit dicey, isn't it? I've put it on intermittent. Are you gonna? There we go. Right, got there in the end. So 120 kilometers an hour. That is about 75 miles an hour. So, you know, it's, I mean, it's not exactly what you'd call high-speed running, is it? But hey, it's one of those. Flipping heck, it's a regular service. That's the third local service we've seen coming the other way. Give him a wave. Oh, it's the Doppelstock. Beautiful. What's it got on the back? Oh, it's not the Taurus. The Taurus in Trains in World only seems to be used for freight. What's going on here? What have I done? Come on, speed up. Yeah, the Taurus only seems to be used for freight on this. I'd really, really like to, because obviously in Berlin, which is where I've been the most in Germany, they have the Taurus on the RE1. They have them with the Doppelstock sets that you've just seen going the other way there. And I'd really, really like that. I'd love to be able to drive the RE1 on Train Sim. Or Trains in World, either. That'd be brilliant. Through the centre of Berlin. That's fantastic. I mean, this isn't exactly what you think of when you think of ICEs, is it? You think of sort of really high speed, not plodding along on a diversion, but still, you know, I like to keep these videos around half an hour in length. And this is a half an hour scenario, and of course it shows off the ICET that you get if you buy Trains in World 6. Now, of course, this comes with the regular version of Trains in World 6. And don't forget, you can, if you do own any of the previous iterations and you've got those German trains, there's the layers that can all be used, etc. Oh, there's an ICE coming the other way. What's that? Oh, it's a T as well. Give them a wave. Hello! I wonder if they'll ever get round to making the ICETD, which is the tilting diesel. Obviously very similar to look at, but they've got the QSK-19 engines that Voyagers have. They sound exactly like Voyagers. It's brilliant. And anyone that's watched the channel before will know. I love me a Voyager. Love me a Voyager. Rightio, so this could be, actually, if we have a look outside. This is the yard we came out of. I see, right. It's not IC, it's ICE, Joe, for goodness sake. Right, there we go. Let's have a nice little photo while we're here. I like how the rain keeps pouring. I think that's fantastic. Look at that. Right, we'll have a bit of that. Beautiful. Right, take screenshot. Oh, right, we'll save that. And then what I'll do, I think they want to encourage you to use the photo mode, so yeah, you can't zoom out any further than that. I wanna zoom right out, but you're not allowed. Right, here we go. Oh, just excuse me, I'm just booting my pedals across the room. Little station here. Kind of looks almost abandoned, doesn't it? To be honest with you. Nope, getting a speed increase in a minute. Another 10 kilometers an hour. It's exciting stuff. The green signal is flashing, and a 13. I'm assuming that means 130 kilometers. I don't know what the flashing green signal means. Who knows? I should really study the German signalling so that I know roughly what I'm doing. This and the American signalling, I was looking at the American signalling, obviously, when we drove the train. What is it? ALP 45DP. Yeah, I was driving that looking at the signals thinking, I'm glad I've got this this doodah in the top right here, because I haven't got a flipping clue what's going on. The good thing, if you are relatively new to Train Sim, in general, if you're relatively new to sort of how it all works, I really do recommend these German multiple units just to get yourself acquainted with how it all works and everything, because they are so easy to drive. I mean, look at this now, 120 is coming up. Let's bob that back to 120. There you go. And it's just going to slow itself down and hold itself at 120 kilometers an hour. I mean, they're so easy to drive. Obviously, if you're going to dive in with the American stock, the locos and things, they behave a lot differently. Locos are a lot more unresponsive when it comes to actually driving them, as opposed to a multiple unit. So yeah, I find the multiple units a lot easier to drive. It's sort of locos. If you imagine driving a multiple unit like driving a car. When you press the brake pedal, the car brakes. When you press the go-go pedal, the throttle, as we also know it, or the gas if you're from America, the car moves. You know what I mean? It's all very instant, sort of instant response. Whereas, of course, on a loco, you have to think, right, I need to stop in about 2 to 3 days' time, so I'm going to need to start braking now. You know, you have to really think ahead with the locos. You can't just take the brakes off when you want because the air pressure and everything. You have to, right, okay, so we're doing 60 now. I want to do 30, so I'm going to have to take the brakes off gradually. You know what I mean? That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but you really do have to plan ahead. So it can be quite daunting when you drive a loco if you are new to this. But yeah, this, absolute easy peasy. It's a real pleasure to drive it. I don't actually feel like I'm driving it, to be honest with you. It's very much driving itself. Right, okay. I can see in the top right, and I know we've got a green signal here. I can see we've got a red coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ease off. In fact, oh, we've got greens. It's fully green. Ignore me. Maybe we're overtaking something. Obviously, we're on diversion, so I was sort of expecting that we'll get stuck behind a local stopping train. But we'll keep flying along, keep powering through. Obviously, this run does go all the way through to Leipzig, so you know it's certainly worth having a go all the way through. I think we could do 3 live streams, really, couldn't we? God, that's asking a lot, isn't it? 3 live streams, an evening on the Great Western Route, an evening on the Bahnstrecke Leipzig to whatchamacallit route, and an evening on the American route. Oh, it's a lot that though, isn't it? Loco, multiple unit on the right. Oh, it's Ocean Network Express. Wow. And is that Hapag Lloyd? That'll explain why my signalling wasn't clear then, because we were just waiting for the Talent 2 to get out of the way. Yeah, it's so easy to drive this thing. I love it. I think it's nice. You can just observe the scenery, you know, sort of have a little look. Oh, crash the game. Oh my lord. I mean, that's not going to be aerodynamic, is it? God, I've got a wet shoulder now. That's twice in 2 days. Got a wet shoulder when I had the window down on the 150 yesterday. Can we have a nice little... Ooh, I like that. That is beautiful. I do like that sort of image of the sort of train coming round the corner. Where you can see the back end. That's just lovely. Right, let's... hopefully that worked. Right, come on, let's pay attention now. Keep looking out the window. That's what good train drivers do. So, having a little look on the map, we're well and truly on the diversionary run now, so it does sort of mirror it. So I imagine, I mean, it's over there somewhere, isn't it? Can we see? No? It's a little bit further away, obviously. A little rudely toot-toot on the horn there. I'm going to assume it's faster going down that way. Maybe it was an extra piece of line that was built so that obviously we could avoid this local stopping line. Obviously the freight as well coming the other way. That's so yeah, maybe that's where the ICE trains go. Now I don't know that at all. So obviously, if you do know the sort of logistics of this network, please do let me know in the comments section below. I'm always interested to hear and learn new things. I love Germany's railways. I think they're fantastic. I find it a real pleasure when I go to Germany to travel about on a train. Travel about on the train for a bit. Has to be said, we've not got an awful amount of tilting going on, have we? So what I do want, I want another Another one of them. Beautiful. You just don't mind me. I'll just continue taking my screenshots. It's all good, people. It's all good. Look at that, doesn't the autumnal leaves, doesn't it look fantastic? I tell you, we had exactly the same thing yesterday, because I was driving the 150, that was autumn as well. Are all the scenarios set in autumn, or have I accidentally... Like, does it just sort of... It'd be really, really good instead of the dynamic weather, actually, whilst I think about that. You know, if they didn't do dynamic weather, if they did it like Flight Sim, because your dynamic weather can change 3 or 4 times. You know, you can set off not a cloud in the sky, and then it'll be chucking it down like this, and then it'll be snowing, and then it'll be, alright, maybe not snowing unless you've got it on winter, but you know, it'd be nice if it had like a real world weather sort of scenario, that it knew where the route was and sort of connected up to BBC weather or Apple weather, or, you know, a generic weather company. You could just drive with the real world weather. I think that'd be fantastic. Or you could pick a location and it would, you know, like I could set it to Stoke-on-Trent, for example, or Eastbourne, or Glasgow, you know, and it would know what the weather was there and replicate that in game. Flight Sim can manage it, so I think that'd be a really, really nice little feature. Right, we've got another station coming up here. I'm assuming it's another little local station. Well, there's a couple. One thing I have noticed as well, just give them a wave as we come through, thank you. If you look at the AI cars, the scenery cars that we've got around, they look like aircraft coming towards you. You've got a red light on one side and a white light on the other. Obviously I realise on an aircraft that'd be a green light, but yeah, the tail lights. Rewind the video and have a look at that car that was on the left just there. You might see it again before the end of the video, a different car. But yeah, it does it exactly the same on Great Western as well. On the line from Exeter to Plymouth. You see the AI cars, they will have a red light on one side and a white light on the other. But they don't always, depending how far you are away from them. It's like, obviously there you've got the lights on that one. I promise you, I'm not making it up, it absolutely does it. Keep powering away, another station coming up, give them a wave. A little bit laggy, isn't it, in places? Very busy there. A single one of them's got a brolly. Catch a death of cold. Look at that, we're doing well. 3,000 points. You obviously get more points if you... I mean, I've got the Zephyr isolated, because I don't really understand the system, to be honest with you. So I don't want to cause it to break. I mean, that's a 10 on the right there. Don't tell me there's a temporary speed restriction I'm about to go blasting past. Right, hang fire. RFB. Let's just knock that back to 100. There we go. 100 kilometres an hour. We'll slow down for the 100 there. You could call that cheating, but I imagine that's how they drive in real life, to be fair. Just 100% power. Just keep knocking that lever up and down. Flashing yellow. Ooh. It's scary that, isn't it? Oh, let's just have a little bit of braking. There we go, knock that off. Beautiful stuff. Oh, line coming in from the right hand side there. I like the sort of bobbing up and down as you go over the points. I think that's fantastic. You do get, I think you get more of a sensation of speed on train sim world. You know, I've said that right from when I used to hurtle up and down. Was it to Munich? I can't remember. But 300 kilometres an hour in one of these things. I'll just knock it down to 70. A bit more braking. In fact, do you know what? 80. There we go. We'll go for 80. Knock it down a bit more if needs be. Ooh, I think we're catching something now by the look of things. With the stations are getting a little bit closer together. Yeah, they're getting a little bit closer together, and we've got some yellow and red signals, which is a little bit exciting, isn't it? There we go, a little bit more braking. Oh, that's good stuff. Where are we now? We're at Koswig. Or Kosvig. Brilliant. So is the other line joining on here? Oh, it is. Right, okay. So we're obviously coming off. Coming round the corner here. And then we're back on the main line down to Neustadt. Which I imagine is New Town? New City? Oh, Angfire. Just take that off, there we go, and then back on again. We're going too slow. Which I guess I don't mind going too slow if it means we're not going to catch up whatever's in front. We haven't seen any AI trains in a little while. They seem to all come at the start, didn't they? In a big queue. You'd think Dresden would be quite a busy station. Right, so we've got a green signal with a couple of yellows. Again, I can't profess to be a massively knowledgeable when it comes to what they mean. I really need to study it, don't I? I do think that on Train Sim World 6 it provides you with some handy guides for the signalling, so I'll have to look over it. I might even look over the American signalling before I do the American video for tomorrow. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's an ICE coming the other way. Alright, 100 kilometres an hour. Give them a wave. ICET. Got pantographs at the rear. Right, full steam ahead up to 100. We've only got 12 kilometres to go. Obviously, the progress you're making slows down significantly when you're travelling slower. I mean, you don't need to be a massive train spotter to know that, though, do you? Hey, that's pretty on the right. I like that bridge. It's a very unique construction, that, isn't it? Lovely. We get a nice nice photo with it sort of in and amongst. Station's going to be in... Oh no, to be fair, that'll... there we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Right, carry on blasting along at 100. it's just so pretty with all the autumnal foliage, we'll call it. Oh, hang on, there's been a landslide. Oh no, oh, flipping it, that'd derail as if it were like that in real life. It's a good job it doesn't simulate such things in Train Sim World 6. I have turned off the random faults and failures because obviously with it being quite an arcadey style game where you get points, you know, you lose points if you run late. So it's like when I play it to sort of get the points. Like I like to tick, same as Train Sim Classic. I like to tick off the scenarios. You know what I mean? It's nice to have a green tick next to them to show that you've done them. I like all of these. I'm quite OCD. I'm not massively OCD, but I do have a real OCD streak. You know, I like them all to be ticked off. They have to be platinum. If one of them's gold, I have to go back and redo it until I get it to platinum. You know what I mean? I'm very, very particular when it comes to stuff like that. Which is weird because other aspects of my life I'm just completely not bothered at all. But yeah, you know, so I do like that. So the random faults and failures means that you can't complete it to platinum, it'll only go to gold because you were late, and it's like, hang on a second. If it just valued your driving and it didn't matter, you know, sort of whether you were on time or not, you know what I'm saying? Oh my lord, flipping it, get out of the way. I mean, to be fair, at the minute I'm trying to do some route learning. I'm trying to learn Exeter to Plymouth, so I can sort of drive it and know exactly where to brake. Basically, so I can drive like this, to be fair. I was thinking just now, you know, all these little stations I'm going to, I should try and learn them. Then I thought, do you know what, Joe? Just take on one challenge, you know, take one thing at once. How's that? Learn one route at once. Because it would be nice to pootle up and down and to be like, oh yeah, I know exactly where I am. You know, I know exactly what I'm doing. Just coming up to the 90. Let's just knock that back down a smidge. Little bit of braking. There we go. Oh, you can't brake with the accelerator on. How annoying. Another one here. Another unit. Well, it's not a unit, is it? Another local and coaches. So we're just going to have to think about knocking it down to... Oh my lord, we're only 4 kilometres away from Dresden. When did that happen? I was really enjoying myself. Right, here we go. We'll just knock that down. Knock the IFB down to 80. Lovely bridge. Go on, keep knocking that speed back. Oh, I'm going to have to manually brake, aren't I? For goodness sake. There we go. Tell you what, I'll actually drive the train. How's that? We'll knock that back to 0. Have to drive the train. In fact, sod that. Let's bob it up to 60. Beautiful. Ah, smashing. Right. Set that at 60. Now, what's this station? There is a station that I went through. It's like the first one out of Dresden. Friedrichstadt. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. But, yeah, I seem to remember the first station out of Dresden. It just, it was a name that made me laugh. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. It was like over a river. Right, okay, we're flying along. Motoring along. It's one of them, because obviously in the UK we tore up all our lines, didn't we? Dr. Beechamber kindly removed all our railways, which we're really paying the price for now. But when you come to Germany, obviously they've left a lot of their lines on. And okay, they've got a lot more space, you could argue that one, because it's a bigger place. But, you know, you sort of come somewhere like this and you feel like it should be like Leeds, where there's trains flying in and out, left, right and centre. Whereas in reality, you know, you get some quite big sections like this, very, very wide. And there's not a lot of trains on them. It's very weird. Right, let's have a look. Is this the station I'm thinking of? Dresden Freiburger Straße? No. I mean, I'm not arguing that that is what it's called. I wonder, do you still get the little challenges on this, like hard hats and cannons firing? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, we are actually coming into Dresden Hauptbahnhof now. Very, very beautiful station. Very beautiful station. I really do like this station. It is one of my favourites in Germany. I do like Berlin Hauptbahnhof though, to be fair. It's, yeah, I couldn't forget about that one.
Nächste Station, Dresden. Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Of course, you've got the terminating bay platforms down in the middle there. We'll have a little bit of braking. How's that? Just a little bit, not too much. Got a red down the end of the platform, so we, you know. Oh, what's it doing now? Why has it turned that flipping thing back on? Honestly, does me tree in this game. Right, there we go. Stop marker off. How many times do I have to tell you I don't want that flipping stop marker? It didn't even do it in the ICET tutorial. Right, turn the wipers off. Well, that is good stuff. Well, thank you so much to each and every single one of you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Train Sim World. Tomorrow we're going to be on the American route. I've messed that one up, haven't I? Flipping it. Ah, not that bad. Everyone just needs to hold on. But, there we go. Love the announcements. Brilliant. Oh, I love it. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be back on the American route. We're going to see how we do on another one of those locomotives. So do make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of that content. Thank you so much for watching. Do click the like button if you haven't already. And make sure... I can't think of what else to tell you. That's pretty much everything. There's a way that you can click a button on here and it fogs that up. I wonder if they've simulated that. I don't know. But yeah, apart from that, I hope you have an absolutely... Oh, hang on. Is that it? No. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And yeah, hopefully, I shall see you all next time. Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.